It is Australia and New Zealand continuing in this ODI World Cup. We have won the toss here. We've called heads. It's a bit overcast in these conditions and it's a day-nighter. We're going to be batting in the night under the lights. We're going to bowl first as well because we also haven't had too many opportunities to bowl first in recent times. So we do need to get a little bit better at our chasing if that is going to be the case. We've done well at batting first. Can we chase down a score? That is the next question. It is Hatcher with the new ball for the Aussies. Rutherford on strike for New Zealand. It's not a bad start there, dot ball. It's a pretty average crowd in here at Lord's, to be honest. You would have expected a few more, but obviously it is the start of the game. It's a long day, but it is a World Cup. Oh, that is nice. Beats the outside edge. But there is plenty of empty seats. We expect people to fill in as the day comes up, and maybe the weather has kept a few people away, although this is pretty standard English conditions you would have expected. 15 over mark. It's been Liam Hatcher involved in literally everything. He's got 2 wickets and has a run out, and New Zealand 3 for 64. They're actually having a really poor World Cup campaign as well, New Zealand, coming into this game as one of the lower ranked sides in it. They're not doing certainly anywhere near as well as they would have liked to have been. And they are pretty much out of the qualification race at this point, so it is almost a dead rubber for them. Australia looking to secure a top 2 position with a win here, already qualified for these semi-finals, but just wanting to get and continue the form going that we have kept in the first couple of matches. As Tommy Latham is 7 from 12. Just a little bit of a drive on the up for no run. And we will be coming on to bowl at the, the 23rd over mark. This partnership is starting to just get a little bit going on here. We expect it to continue developing, but that is a wicket with our very first ball. Poor old Joe is going to have to go. I'm not even through talking about my introduction of coming on to bowl, and I've got a wicket. Hey hoo, Joe, out for 31. It is 4 for 105. Daryl Mitchell, the new man in. Gee, that is a rubbish moment for the Kiwis. But a very nice moment for me. And that could have been a hat-trick ball, that previous one, right? If hat-tricks count across games, because I think we had a wicket on our last ball. Or we took the last wicket in the last game, and then obviously a wicket on our first ball here. Would have technically meant we were on a hat-trick that ball. And Latham sweeps this one away for a single. So it's been a good over. Wicket falls, break the partnership, 4 for 107, just the 2 runs coming from it. I've got a round the wicket strategy here towards Tom Latham. Plenty of protection there on the onside. Oh, there is an edge of Mitchell. He'll get his 2nd run. Both of them have come from me bowling, and both of them have been nothing convincing at all. Do I need a slip here for Latham if I bowl a wrong? I don't, because it goes to the keeper. 2 wickets for me. Break both batsmen who were in that last partnership. Latham is gone. We already got rid of Joe. And New Zealand, well, they continue to fall in this World Cup with another what appears to be unsuccessful performance. It is 5 for 110. Jimmy Neesham comes in. And look, I'm not calling the game over early, but I'm just saying it's not been a good performance from New Zealand. 5 for 110. That's a failure in the top order. No one more than 32. Look, these two, they're good enough to be able to build a partnership, keep going with it, but from what we've seen in that top order, gee, it's going to be a struggle. So, I've not been able to get the ball back as we head into the 39th over here. It is... Oh! Is that carried? No. It is Ashton Agar. I'm going to put myself in there. Right there. It is Ashton Agar bowling here to Kyle Jamieson. New Zealand 8 for 176. Helmet on. Can I get the wicket? Oh, nice, mate. Lovely. That's Plum. That is Plum. He's come down, tried to take it on, missed it completely, and it hits him right on the pads. Absolutely cannons into the pad. It's probably hitting the outside of the off stump, but it will be enough to be out. 9 for 177. No, I thought it was 182. 181. That's out. As far as I'm concerned, Trent Bolt's already walking off. The umpire gives a finger. I end with 4 for 12. I think were my figures in the end. Oh, geez, it just pitched in line with leg stump. It turned back in, and it would have been crashing into middle stump. So, good decision by the umpire. Probably a little bit lucky in the end because it almost did pitch outside leg, but it's just on the line, and we got it given out. So, Bolt and Henry go. It is 181. 182 is all that's required here for the Aussies to chase in the end. So New Zealand, well, they never looked likely. The big partnership was that 4th wicket one where they put on 57 runs between Joe and Latham. They both fell to me before Richardson, Ellis, and then myself finished off the tail. New Zealand all out for 181 and 4 for 12 from 5.1 overs. Very good bowling. I don't know why I don't bowl more because I'm clearly amazing at it. We'll just see what is worthwhile here. Obviously, Seb Gotch is in. Trent Bolt is in. Jimmy Pearson also in. Now, it's not a huge target. It's only 180. I personally don't even think I'm going to be needed. Is it worthwhile throwing a Cameron Green up the order just to see what he could do? Otherwise, I'm really happy with the batting order the way it is at the moment. Sam Harper's got an average of 54. Oh, maybe he goes up. Labuschagne comes down to 6. Just a thought. Just a thought. We might trial it for this game. We'll check back in with these guys in a few overs' time to see whether they are doing any good. There's a nice defensive shot there by Seb Gotch to start us off. Okay. Alright, well, we didn't even get that far, and I'll tell you why. Australia 3 down. Not a lot of runs on the board. 3 for 35. Jameson has 1. And Matt Henry has 2. Edged! Oh my god, they almost had me as well. So at the moment, Australia 3 for 35. Seb Gotch, 12 from 23. It is obviously still a very green pitch. Conditions are going to be difficult to bat on, but Seb Gotch has found the absolute middle of his bat there, and that is all the way for 6. And now an inside edge, that's 4. And I'm off the mark. Okay. He does find the gap. 50 up for Australia. 3 for 51. But it's been a good start from the New Zealand side. Obviously, that is another boundary. So that'll be back-to-back boundaries. Actually, this will drop short. Or will it roll on? No, it will roll on to the 4. But obviously, 3 wickets early. They thought they were in with a bit of a chance. They're still with a chance. Obviously, if you can get a couple more wickets, you can get rid of Gotch, you can get rid of me. And you can put yourself in the best position you can be. But without that, that's up and it is over. And it is 4. And Australia, obviously, in the dominant position. Especially with me in, who... sorry, what happened here? Because I moved someone up the order. Harper. Yeah, and he didn't do a hell of a lot. So, probably we'll move him back down after this game. Oh, no. No run, no run. Oh, that is a lovely shot. That'll be 4. And I'm just getting into my groove now. That's 4 boundaries from my 12 balls. Everything I've hit 4 runs has been 4 runs to the boundary. There you go. That'll be single. So, ticking along. 3 for 65. We are a third of the way through the chase, just over that. 182, obviously the score. The previous delivery must have been a no ball because this is a free hit, Seb Gotch. Where are you going to go? He's going to nick it through the keeper. We'll get 1. That's a bit of luck going the Australians' way. Obviously, it was a free hit, so couldn't get out. Anyway, I'm really glad you guys have been enjoying, this career mode series because obviously sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge just playing against the same teams like time and time again. If it's like a bilateral series, there's not really a heap on the line. You're just trying to tick off everything that you haven't done in the game. And obviously having the World Cup has been, really important, I think, for me more than anything because it's something different to try and achieve in the game. It gives me a new purpose in terms of trying to really, you have to bank wins to make the semi-final. It's not as if you can just coast through on the rest of your team. Obviously, we're in a pretty good position in this World Cup. This win, if we get there, will take us to 7-1 out of our 8 games. The only loss to Sri Lanka, and it, you know, it's been really good and exciting, and I've been really pleased to read all your comments, especially lately, saying you've been really enjoying the series, because it is difficult to do a series like this that goes for such a long period of time, and has so many videos, and to try and keep making them fresh and refreshing, and to keep having them a little bit different each time, so that there's something for everyone to be able to see and enjoy, and to make it worth your time to watch. So thanks for sticking with me. We're up to video, I think, 136 in this video. The longest career mode I've done was on Dobraman 14, and that was 141 episodes. So this is a wicket here, the end of Seb Gotch. Could be a turning point in the game, but obviously we're not far away. We're probably going to get... Will we make it to 141 episodes? If I end the series after the World Cup, we'll only get to 140. So it'll be one short, or maybe two short, of where we need to be if we do end the series at the end of the World Cup. But, you know, I think we'll try and do it, at least the T20 World Cup as well in this career, before we, you know, end it off with a bit of finality. But it's obviously been really good to do so many things in this World Cup that I haven't done in a number of other series. And obviously I didn't even do a proper career mode in the last cricket game that went for, you know, a significant period of time. I think it was only 60 episodes that I did with Andy Owen in the last one. So, you know, this has been a positive to do this for such a long time. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to be doing next after this. Whether I go back to sort of what I was doing beforehand, where I just follow the Australian cricket calendar. Obviously, the T20 World Cup is next month, so it is not far away. We'll definitely be doing some videos around that. So whether or not that means career mode takes a little bit of a break while I focus on doing T20 World Cup videos, you know, that's one thing, and then we'll go from there and see what else happens. And then next year the Ashes are on again. So like there is a lot of cricket still to play out, but I think from a video point of view for me, I'm not really too sure how much longer this series has left, but I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it for as long as it has been around, and hopefully you will continue to enjoy whatever I put out next, if it is not a cricket career mode series. Now, right, back to the chase, because it has been it's been a little bit of time here before I've really even faced a delivery. Neesham none for 7, Labuschagne 6 from 6. No run there, and Australia, what, 4 for 79, okay. I feel like we need like a nice aggressive over. Just a 10 to 12 run over. We're only 100 runs away here from a victory, 103 runs away. It's not a lot that is required in the chase, but we're obviously going to do our best to get this as quickly as possible. Really smash up our net run rate, and then we've got the game against South Africa in the last round, which actually could determine whether or not South Africa make it through to this World Cup finals. Alright, let's maybe go the sweep here on Santner. Oh, it's off the glove. And it's been put down. That's an opportunity. Right there, off the glove, in the air, and gee, you've had an eternity. Who's dropped that? Henry Nichols. Ah, not that time. I'm out. It is the end. I mean, when you're playing the ball, when the ball's this short, you really don't need to be swatting it like I did. Although, to be fair, the ball really should have only ever angled the other way, given the way I hit it. It's 5 for 93, I'm out for 22. Cameron Green in now. We will simulate forward, and we will see how close this game ends up being, and if New Zealand can actually pull out a victory here with only 181 on the board. Alright, so it has been pretty good work here from Cameron Green and Marnus Labuschagne. You can see Labuschagne 45 from 55, Cam Green 39 from 53. Oh, that is a lovely, lovely shot to the boundary. Cameron Green also, can we just, out of video game world for a second here, in the real world, if Cameron Green does not get called up to Australia's T20 international squad, after the performances he's had in white ball game over the last 3 months, it would be an absolute farce. This is in the air, could be out. Will be 6. Australia just at 9 runs away now. Have a look at this shot. Bang! Over the top of points. And that is through the gap for 1. Cameron Green gets his 50. Australia... What is the fielding there? Australia are 8 runs away from winning the game. Trent Bolt back on. Only the 4 overs for him so far. He's bowled well without taking a wicket. Oh, chopped it on. It was a short ball. Green got so far over the top of it, he's hit it straight down onto his stumps. He's out for 50. It's 6 for 174. Australia still need 8 runs. So Labuschagne 4 runs away from a 50. With Australia 6 runs away from victory. There's one of them. 5 to go. Or they wanted a second run for a second there. Edged and out. So Labuschagne goes 3 shy of a half century and Australia 4 runs shy of victory. I mean, is there a little twist in the tail here? 1 more wicket for New Zealand would certainly think there would be if they get it. Oh, that's gone through Hatch's bat. Okay. Edged and it's through and that will be the game. Australia will win it. It's very similar to how Australia lost that last T20 against India, by the way. Australia win convincingly-ish. A poor performance with the bat, but a really strong one with the ball. 3 wickets over the line in the end. Hatcher providing the goods towards the back end of the innings. These were the wickets to tumble, Gotch, me. And look, I'm looking up into the sky for some reason. I've really hurt my neck here. Oh, yep. I've really hurt my neck. I cannot move it at all. Another player of the game performance, this time with the ball. Taking 4 for 12. And then obviously 22 from 22 with the bat. But I think I would have got there regardless of whether or not I did that, just given the wickets I took were great. Australia with a 3-wicket win at Lords. So this will be the last game that happens in the entirety of the fixture, and this is what it sets up. So at the moment, Australia have qualified, Pakistan and India have also qualified. They will play each other in the semi-finals. Gee, that's going to be a cracking game. Sorry, I can't show it because it's Korea mode. I can only show my games. 4th position is currently held by the West Indies on 10 points. Now, South Africa are the only team that can get back in there. They are obviously playing Australia in this match here. And South Africa, their net run rate is a little bit inferior to the West Indies. Their net run rate is currently 0.01. So they would have to win with a superior net run rate of 0.15 to be able to overtake the West Indies in this last encounter. This is going to be quite an intriguing matchup because it will determine what happens and who we play in the semi-final. So this is what will happen. If Australia win, they will play the West Indies in the first semi-final. If Australia lose, they will play South Africa again, or they could still end up playing the West Indies in that first semi-final, but more than likely, they will end up playing South Africa in that first semi-final. So this game does have a fair bit on the line because if South Africa win, all of a sudden you got confidence coming into a big game against Australia, and anything can happen from there. So we will save that for the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back with the final group stage game of this ODI World Cup. And until next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye.